My name's Leslie, and I grew up in California and Taiwan. So currently I'm in Taiwan, and I am a rising senior at Waseda University studying global political economy. And the reason why I chose Waseda is because originally I thought like, oh, maybe I'll go back to the US or something, but then I really thought that I should probably use this time to learn more about myself and be able to learn like about other cultures and meet new people and also pick up a new language. So that's why I chose Waseda. I was really lucky. I got put into a dorm called Wish, and it is located like I guess like not on campus. It's still off campus, but it's like around like a 30-minute, I guess like 25 if you really rush, 30-minute commute from Waseda. And it stands for Waseda International Student House. So they allocate some spots for Japanese residents and also international students. And the really great thing I find about Wish was that the RAs, like the resident assistants there, they really wanted to reach out and help the international students sort of interact with the Japanese students as well. And then there's a lot of shared space that you have. So you have your own personal space, but you also have shared space like a sink, living room, kitchen, and there's lots of amenities that you can share with the other residents, such as like the Japanese sort of spa bath, and then there's also gym, and then another community kitchen, and a lot of other study rooms that you're able to access while you're there. And there's also a lot of activities that are held like in the first couple of months and every month or so for students to interact with each other. So something that I found was really interesting was I was able to like improve my language skills, like in terms of Japanese, because my roommates were Japanese. And also you had a lot of chances to talk with people from other countries. So I thought that was really interesting as well. And also share like different parts of your culture, like through cooking or through like maybe gifts that you bring back from home or things like that. So I thought it was like really great that you were able to make friends and learn and do so many other things at a dorm community. The really nice thing is that Waseda has their own sort of language school. And in that language school, they separate the classes by sort of like these subsections. And so there's like grammar specific classes, there are writing specific classes, culture specific classes. So based on like how much your schedule allows you and also like what sort of, I guess, weaknesses you have, then you're able to choose classes according to that. And then I know a lot of people, they also take classes that are sort of like a combination of everything. Like they teach like a little bit of everything. And so you can also take those if you're kind of unsure of if whether or not you want to take these sort of like theme classes. And so I think the really great thing about them is that you're able to take both Japanese language classes and take like political science and econ classes at the same time. So you're able to pick up a lot of stuff. Yeah, so one of the classes I took this semester is health economics, and it's taught in Japanese. And there wasn't health economics in English, so or at least for this semester, so that's why I took it in Japanese. And it was actually really, really interesting because like one of my papers had to write about COVID-19. And so the reason why I took it was because I was like, maybe I should, the world is kind of like this right now. So I should learn more about this topic. And so I thought it was really great that I was able to take that class in Japanese because you're able to learn a lot about like the Japanese healthcare system and also a lot of parts that I never really considered before. And so it's really great to learn, I guess, like history or a lot of other subjects through like the Japanese perspective, which I find really interesting. So the main thing that I've been doing is that I'm one of the curators at TEDx Waseda U. So I think a lot of people might know about TED Talks. So there's the annual TED conference every year, but there's also a lot of like branches and they're known as TEDx. And so our school has the university license one. So we're known as TEDx Waseda U. And yeah, we have our website and everything, so you can check us out. On the other circle that I was in was the Waseda Piano Society. And the really cool thing about, I guess, Japanese circles is that a lot of times if they have circles in other schools that are doing like relatively the same thing, they might have collaborations. So what I was doing was that I could perform in a lot of sort of like joint concerts. So I performed in like a joint concert with Tokyo University or with Keio University. So you actually meet a lot of other people who have the same interests in different universities. So I think that's something also to look forward to. And also, if you're not able to find anything that you like, then you can always create your own circle or your student organization.